What's up, guys? Today we have some Super Dragon Ball Hero gummies. A little random opening for us. For those of you that do not know, Super Dragon Ball Heroes is the old version of the arcade game that they had in Japan. This is actually the 13th anniversary box. The new one is called Dragon Ball Super Divers. Is the new version. This is the older version. These are officially out of print. Got a deal on it because the guy said the gummies are out of date, which technically they are. October of 24. I don't really care about that. They're gummies. You can still eat them. They're sealed. But you get one card per pack. And yeah, so the way the game works, we don't have these arcades in my area. I don't even know how many of them are actually in the States. But you can see the arcade right here. So on the bottom here, there's some form of touchscreen type item, and you take the cards and you lay them down. You make a deck of cards, you lay your characters down on there, and then they battle in the arcade game. That's a very elementary method of explaining it. But it's all in Japanese, and I don't read Japanese, so I can't really go much more in depth than that. But yeah, the cards are really sweet looking. Let's see if we can do this without obliterating this box here. We don't want to do that. I'd like to kind of keep the box if I can. This is a cool box. But I recently got into collecting these. I like Dragon Ball. I haven't watched a whole lot of Super. But I have watched Z and the original Dragon Ball. But you get 20 packs in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times 2. And each pack will have one card and one gummy. From what I could tell and what little bit of research I could do, because there's not a whole lot of videos on this. That's the reason I'm doing these. All these wafers with the stickers and the cards. There's not a whole lot of openings on YouTube in English. And if you do find them in English, it's from somebody overseas. And yeah, I wanted to give you a perspective of a typical U.S. collector that's just out trying to get this stuff. You know, it's hard to get this stuff. Shipping on this stuff is ridiculous if you get it from overseas. I think when I pulled this box up, I want to say it was like $30 to get the box shipped. Obviously, if I order more than one, you know, it spreads it out and it becomes a little cheaper. But grand scheme of things, I'm not trying to pay $30 for shipping on a regular basis. These actually came from a seller on Whatnot. He had them for a really good price. I think it was like $20 or $30. Yeah, he just said he wanted to get rid of it because the gummies are out of date. I'm gonna eat one anyways. But yeah, so basically, yeah, we're gonna open these up and we're gonna see what we can get out of them. I know you can hit some pretty sweet stuff here on the back. Let's see, most of these have a set list. This one does not have a set list, so that's not good for us. But we do know that the gummy is 33 calories, so that's kind of cool. Outside of that, I know nothing else about this. Well, that's not good. It is made by Cardass, which is they're pretty solid on what they make. It looks like when this came out, it was for the Meteor mission in the arcade. This is definitely going to be our card list here, but it doesn't really doesn't break it down like the stickers do. So yeah, we're gonna open it up and see what happens. How's that sound? Let's get this first one cracked open here. Try to do it without destroying all the packs. Honestly, I'd like to keep at least one pack if possible, that I don't destroy. Sometimes it's like a bull in a china shop. We just destroy everything. Let's try not to do that. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to get the scissors out if we're gonna do that. Well, there goes that package. Let's see what we get here. Wow, these aren't in any kind of sleeve. That's weird. Interesting tactics. For you guys wondering why I'm questioning that, if grab one of these here. Typically, when this is a Gundam card from Gundam Seed, this came with wafers. We got a video for that opening as well. But typically, they will come inside of a sealed sleeve like this, and essentially to keep from damaging the card. So we're definitely gonna break out some scissors. Show off the first one here. That's pretty sweet. PCS 20-04, and can't read the year because it is in foreign language, but that is a sweet looking card. I'm sure it's not super rare. Looks like one of the androids. Not bad though. You can see all the hollow on it. That's really sick how they do all the hollow and all the foiling. That's just a lot of foiling on that one. And for our Gummy, that's our Gummy right there. That's a pretty good size Gummy, honestly. For 33 calories, that's a huge Gummy. Yeah. Let's see what we can do here. I done jacked that package all kind of up. We're gonna grab some scissors. I know I got some scissors here somewhere. We're gonna grab some scissors here and see if we can, what we can do. We're gonna cut a couple of these open at one time. Nope, too high. Afraid of cutting too low because I don't want to cut the card. Obviously, defeats the whole premise behind opening stuff if you cut the card. And ooh, we got a 1-star Dragon Ball. That's cool. And for our card, we got a Beerus. That one has no foiling on it. No foiling on the Beerus. It's cool. It's got the capsule corp at the bottom too. That's really sweet. Okay, so that first one's a HR, and that's a BS. So I'm gonna assume that those are gonna be our rarities. These are way different than the other Dragon Ball Supers, the Super Dragon Ball Heroes that I have. I'm pretty sure these have a different rarity ratings because on the, let's see who we get. Our Gummy is a 4-star Dragon Ball, and our card, I'm not sure who that is to be truthful with you. Also not a foil. That's an EL. So I don't know where the rarities are just P's. So these are all promos. They're all gonna be part of the promo rarity. And yeah, she was a P too. That's weird. Let's get this out of the way here. I'm sure we can get checklists though. Let's go to Kotaku. For you guys that if you guys do decide to delve into this world, Kotaku is going to become your best friend, unless you can speak Japanese. If you can, then you guys are set. But you got the up here in the top corner. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Well, right there, kinda. So the PCS 20-04 that's right there in the top corner, that's going to be your set and your card number. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the Kotaku and you're going to look up that PCS and try to get the whole set. And look and see what it'll do is essentially you can look it up in various ways, but I'm going to sort mine by the value low to high, and then it'll tell you what you're chasing. So it'll also tell you if it's like a super rare, a normal, whatever. So these cards do have a significant value here. You're looking at pull this up here. You're looking at the Beerus there, which is a common. You're looking at $2 for a common. That's not You got this as a $2 common right here. You know, you're looking at some pretty valuable commons, honestly. You're chasing a Goku, a Vegeta, obviously. That's who you always want. There's a sweet looking golden Frieza in here too. Me personally, I want the golden Friezas. But yeah, you're chasing Goku like always. Goku and Vegeta. They're actually $7 cards if you hit them. So you know, obviously you want to chase those, whether you collect or not. You want to hit those. So, oh man, speak of the man. So we got our Gummy, and then there he is. There's the golden Frieza. That's just over $2. I think it's 205 on the Kartaku. Now the thing, that thing is minty. There is no specks, no whitenings. That's nice. Very nice Frieza here. The big thing is that you got to remember, if you're using Kartaku, if you're trying to comp these, essentially, to put that in sports terms for everybody, if you're attempting to comp these, you're going to have to factor in the shipping costs. I know on sports cards, you know, if you're comping with eBay, you don't use shipping costs as a concern, but for these you have to, because you got customs involved. You know, it says you're talking $30-$40 shipping. I think Kartaku, most of the stuff on there is like $30 to ship it to me. So, you know, you factor in $30 on top of that, and let's say you buy 10 cards, you spread that out, that's $3 a card. You know, that's a substantial amount of money in shipping still. So, you know, that $2 card is actually legitimately probably closer to a $5 or $8 card. All right. Look at there. There's just another common. Yet again, I don't think we have a card in this entire set that's under $1.75. Oh, we do. We do have a couple here. Looks like the Avatar card is probably your cheapest card, which is kind of crazy. But most of these cards are actually sold out. So that helps put you in perspective as far as what you're looking at. You know, if most of the cards are sold out, then, you know, these are out of print. You know, not like they're making more of these tomorrow. They are out of print. The game itself is a retired game in the arcades, and that's what these are for, is to play the arcade game. They're not really meant for us to sit over here and collect them, even though that's what we're doing. There's a nice Jiren. That's cool. Not yeah, look how nice though. You can't get sports cards that come out of a well protected pack that are in as good a shape as these. And these have just been chilling with candy. They've just been floating around in a pack here, no protection, just beating on this candy plastic. And look at them. They're coming out gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, you pay $20, $30 for this, and, you know, maybe you hit your $20 or $30, but you do get at least $20 or $30 worth of candy. Oh, there we go. Look at that. That is gorgeous. That is the big hit. That is the big one. That is what we're chasing, guys. That's an $8 card there without factoring the shipping. That is sick. Look at the foil pattern on that. That is absolutely bonkers. Very, very good looking card. We're going to put him on a stand over here. We'll break out the big stand for this. Put the Goku up there. My boy Frieza. And I do have sleeves for those. They actually use Japanese size sleeves, so I don't have them out right now. But all these will be sleeved and top loaded. For those of you that are concerned, I know there are people that's gonna, you know, message me and talk crap to me or whatever about no sleeves, but they're all right. If they can bang around with this candy, they can bang around with the freaking holder. Not sure what her name is, but there's just another common. yet again. Nice, minty, crispy. That's what we like to see. Got 2 left on that side. I forgot to show you all the balls. I apologize. We'll go over them when we're done. How about that? We'll look at make sure you get to see all the gummies that we hit. All the cards, obviously. There's another Goku. Oh, that's sick. Look at that thing. Now that's nice. Beautiful card there. Absolute. That's the Avatar. That is an Avatar card. That is a sick, freaking phenomenal looking. Let's see what we got on price range on that Avatar there. It did not look that cool online. Let's just put it that way. You know what? I don't even see it on there. Well, that's cool. We'll have to look that one up, because it's actually not got a PCS number. We'll have to figure out a price on that one. But that's a sick card, man. Very nice. But avatars are essentially, the way that I understand them. Now, once again, this is not someone who's played the game. So if I'm wrong, if anybody watches this and I'm wrong, please, for the love, everything holy, hop in on the comments there and explain it to me in plain, simple, dummy terms. But the way that I understand it is just like the title describes it. It's an avatar, so that's what your gamer picture essentially will be. Could be wrong. If I am, I apologize. Not an expert, just opening them for fun and collecting them. So we got us another ball there. Can't remember that guy's name. I know he's from Xenoverse, but I can't remember his name. But another common, another minty common, and we're done with that side of the box. These are cool though. I think it's Lunchbox or something like that. They sell packs like this for $8 a pack, guys. Please do not pay $8 a pack. Not yet. They're not at that point yet. Looky there. There's the boy Vegeta. That's the other chase card. Look at that foiling. It's got some etching. It's got texture to it. That's nice. Very nice. Very nice. We'll put Vegeta with Frieza. But yeah, they did really good with these. These are officially licensed. I haven't seen wafer cookies with the actual Dragon Ball heroes. They have their own version of cards called Itaga or Itaga, something along those lines. Itajaga. I believe is what it is. Oh, we got Whis on a common. Nice looking cards though, man. These are like they're a thick card stock too. Let me see. They're a thick card stock. Like they're not flimsy. For those of you that's opened the Dragon Ball Super or One Piece, it's a similar card stock to that. You know, it's a quality card stock. Bandai does not cheap out on the card stock. I will give them props on that. They are one of the better companies as far as putting out quality products. Oh, nice. That's sick. Had been sick in a foil. And from my understanding, like these little symbols right here, like if you look at them, essentially it's telling you what to do with the card. So this card will so you can spin it and it causes him to do his main attack, which is cool. That's awesome. But yeah, there's a lot to it, and I know there's a lot of tournament promos that you could only get from tournaments, and then most of these cards are exclusive to the arcade itself. So yeah, it makes the scarcity of these cards a lot higher. Oh, we got our first dupe. Unfortunate, it's the wrong dupe. I would have much preferred a Goku or a Vegeta, but it's cool. We'll take it. You know, we're not mad. That's the advantages to opening for fun. You're not getting mad. You know, at the end of the day, I do these openings because I am a reseller, but I also love the hobby. We've talked about this in other videos. The hobby is why I'm doing this. If I didn't like it, what I'm opening, I wouldn't do it. And there's some stuff that I won't open because I don't like it. Oh, got another dupe of the common. Now we're starting to hit the dupes towards the end here. Yet again, you see she's still crispy though. Still crispy. Quite a stack of commons there that's all crispy. So let's see what we're at. We got we got 5 packs left. So we got a quarter of the box. And out of 15 packs so far, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 hollows or foils out of 15 packs. You know, that's a pretty solid ratio. Honestly, I don't expect to see anything else shiny in this box. If we do, that'd be sweet, but I don't expect to see it. Oh, and as I said it, there's a Vegeta. There's just another Vegeta. That's cool. I'll take it. I'm not gonna hate on Vegeta at any point. Vegeta is one of my boys. You gotta have a good guy and you gotta have a bad guy. You got Frieza and Vegeta. At one point, Vegeta was both. So these, like I said, these are sweet. For any of you guys that are Dragon Ball collectors or Dragon Ball fans that collect cards, I highly suggest these. These are really cool if you can find them. If not, there's another Whis. If you cannot find these particular ones, I suggest getting the divers. That's what one of the guys I hopped in his Discord and his Whatnot channel, and he's the community that he has around him is a super informative community, and they're very helpful. He suggested that I not try to collect heroes, another dupe. He actually suggested I start with divers, which is the newest because it's in print. And yeah, so I've purchased quite a few divers off of him. I've also purchased quite a few heroes because I am, you know, attempting to collect something that I enjoy. Oh man, we got a triplet. Dang. Too bad. She is really making an appearance here. And we got 1 pack. 1 single pack. Yeah, so I have some divers and I have some heroes, and there's really not a whole lot of difference. The foil pattern is a lot different. And our last one, we got a triplet of her. So that's cool. Let's clean up my mess here. I made one. Sorry if it's loud, I apologize. But the community involved around this particular branch of cards slash collecting slash branch slash niche of the hobby, the community is amazing. I hopped into a stream, knew nothing about their cards, I knew Dragon Ball because I've watched Dragon Ball forever, but I haven't watched Super, so I don't know most of the characters. And there's even the guys that sell this don't know all the characters because there is so many characters. Let's go through these commons while I'm sitting here talking. See how many dupes we got. But yeah, so we sat there and they talked to me, and you know, they didn't talk down. Nobody that comes in them streams gets talked down to. They just kind of come in and do their thing, and they talk to you and treat you like a human being, treat you like you're new to the hobby, like you are. And that was really cool, and it encouraged me to hop in and start collecting these cards. I have some Dragon Ball stuff that's not licensed that looks really sweet. Honestly, it looks really cool, but monetarily there's really no value to it, and some of it is very expensive to purchase. So I figured if I'm going to purchase some stuff that's, you know, monetarily not 100% there, I might as well just buy some cool looking stuff that has some monetary value. But we got 3 of this. I want to lie and say it's Android, but I know it's not. Pan, maybe. Probably wrong. Sorry and shit. I believe that's Gohan. Could be wrong on that one too. I know that's Whis. That's the dude from Xenoverse. Pretty sure she's from Xenoverse as well. You got Jiren. I think that's Hat. And that's Beerus. I know that's Beerus. But that's our commons that we got. And then the foils, we actually did really good. So there's 20 packs in this. We got 2, 5, 7, 8 foils. So almost one every other pack. So we got these 2 sick Vegetas that are part of the chases. These are 2 of the more expensive cards. They're, like I said, they're $8 a piece. You got this Goku, once again, $8 a piece. So we got 3 of them. Got this Frieza. He's listed at just over 2. So that's cool. That's one for the PC, definitely. We got 3 of this, folks. That's an Android, I'm pretty sure. I'm 95% sure it's one of the Androids. I want to say it's Android 18, but I could be wrong. 17 was Krillin's friend. But you got 3 of that. And then you got this Avatar here. And I'm not 100% sure what the price value is on this Avatar. Because it doesn't have a set number on here. And when I pulled up the PCS code, that it didn't show up. So I'm going to assume it's probably 1 per box on that. So it's probably not super expensive. I would say most is probably 8 to 10 because it is a sick art. But like I said, these are minty, and you see them. They're flopping around in a pack for multiple years now with a piece of candy just hanging out. Let's see if we can see here. We got a 1-star Dragon Ball. We got a 4-star Dragon Ball. I'm just gonna throw them on the spot. Ooh, dang! Don't do that now. I'm just gonna slide them over here. Get them out of the way. Got some more Dragon Balls here. We got 2 more 4-stars. Another 4-star. Another 1-star. And these are really good. These are like the Gundam ones I opened previously. I'm sure you guys, if you haven't seen the video, it might come out before this one. It might come out after this one. But it's like an orange flavor. I don't think I tried one of them on the video. It's got all the symbols there. We're gonna save a 4-star because it looks like I got the most of the 4-stars. I'm gonna eat one of these. I'm gonna eat it right here so y'all know that I'm not messing with you. I legitimately, they're not that far out of date, guys. I don't understand. They're sealed. They're sealed tight. They're still squishy. I don't know why you wouldn't try one. But yeah, I'm gonna eat it. 110%. I'm gonna eat it. Let's oh. Alright. Oh man, that's got that good flavor. Oh yeah, still gummy, guys. That is a different flavor than the last one. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's peach. It's definitely got a hint of peach. But yeah, they I don't understand, but yeah, they're still sealed, guys. You can eat them. I'm not a medical professional, so if you get sick, you cannot sue me. Do not sue me. Do not take your advice from me, because I am an idiot. But these are really cool, especially if you like Dragon Ball. Definitely try to get you a box of these if you can find them. They make them for Gundam as well. The Gundam ones that I've found have been in date. But they're a lot more expensive because they are in date. These, like I said, I pretty much stole them, and very happy with how everything came to be. But yeah, definitely check these out. The cards, you can't beat them. Even the common cards look really cool. Quality on them, top flight. You seen them just floating around, and Bandai did phenomenal with them. But follow us on the social media, guys. Facebook, Instagram, Bearded Man's Hobbies LLC. We got the eBay page, Bearded Man's Hobbies LLC. You might see some of these cards posted up there. Probably do the commons for $1.99 free shipping. So check those out if you're interested. It'd be a nice way to get you a little collection started. I might even put all the commons together, one per set, because I'm sure I got the whole set of them. One each, and throw them up there and let you guys decide what you want. I might even run it at an auction. Won't be free shipping if I do the auction, but just FYI. But yeah, it's check us out, guys. Give us a like, give us a follow. We post reels a couple times a week, unless there's a special sporting event, or maybe if a movie comes out, we'll try to do something different for that. But yeah, give us a follow, hit that little bell, guys. Have a good night.